Hey nail friends, welcome back to my channel. Gosh, sorry it's been so long since I've actually done a voiceover. I have been extremely busy just with a lot of things going on, and I've been recording a lot, just really don't have the time to go ahead and even edit. But here we are. I'm trying to get back into it for the new year. I am going to be using Luminary base, which is a soft builder gel that you can soak off, and then I'm also going to be testing out their Commit primer. And you can see here I am taking off my my Christmas mani. And I am using the Erica's ATA T-Rex bit. I want to say I probably have this on 22 or 23,000 RPMs. The video is a little bit sped up just because it was going to be an hour and a half long video and I was trying to cut it down, but it is at 22 to 23,000 RPMs is what I use on myself and my clients for removal. I am working on my dominant hand, so some of the angles always feel awkward to me when I'm recording, but all I'm doing is removing the gel polish and design and taking it down a little bit. They weren't really too grown out. I think I had this manicure on maybe like 2 weeks. I've already done my left hand. So I'll take these down a little bit, remove the color, and I'm back. Alrighty, so again, I did take off the color and then I took down some of the bulk so that I can redo my apex a little bit. Then we're using a stiff brush just to take off all that dust in between. And then this is what it is looking like. Like I said, I've already completed my entire left hand. I want to say I had already even done all my cuticle work and everything. And then I am doing, I want to say this is a small tapered barrel from Erica's ATA as well. I am just using this to push back the cuticle and exfoliate some of that dead skin. It is okay that I had a little bit of that polish sitting there because it is going to be removed anyway. When I clean up my cuticles and exfoliate, I'm pushing back. I'm not pushing down onto the nail. I am pushing back against the cuticle. And we are removing that dead skin that's kind of sitting there. If you don't remove this, at least push it back because you will get lifting of your product. I find that I get really good retention on myself and my clients by using a dry cuticle cleanup method. So we will push back all the cuticles with this tapered small barrel bit, and then I'll show you guys the next bit. And then I am using a 180 grit sanding band to continue to clean up and smooth my nails. Now, these are my natural nails. I do a structured manicure on myself. And if I have a nail that breaks or something like that, I'll just use a full cover jelly tip. And then do fills on that as well. I don't have a problem with lifting with fills as long as you fix the structure portion of it. Once you are doing a regular fill, it will be just fine. So 180 grit sanding band. When I go around the cuticle area, like I'm doing right here, I do use a speed of 3 to 4. You don't want to use higher speeds than that because at that point on that specific area, I am going on the natural nail. You don't want to cause rings of fire, so hence why you have to do lower speeds, and it will not cause any burning sensation. And once again, we are using our stiff brush to remove all of that excess powder. I use my stiff brush a ton. I prefer this over a soft brush just because I feel like I can get in the cuticles better. At this point, I am using Young Nails Swipe Solution to clean all of that little dust and debris and take a quick look and make sure that all of the area has been cleaned up. Now I am using a ball bit, and I typically do anywhere from 10 to 12 RPMs, and instead of nipping the cuticles with a cuticle nipper, I am using the ball bit to remove this dead cuticle that was sitting on top, which is why it was white. It doesn't hurt. It shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't burn. If it is hurting or burning, stop what you are doing. Something is off. Something's wrong. So if your client's telling you that it's burning or hurting, stop what you're doing. So I will use this to clean up the rest of my cuticle area, and then we'll be ready. Once everything is all cleaned up, I do go in with a nail file, typically a 180, 180 grit, so that I can shape and even out any other areas that need to be evened up and shape my free edge back to what it's supposed to be. It's normal over time for if you have a square shape for it to get a little bit dull on the corners, and if you have an almond shape like I do, for it to get more round, just because I type at work and use my hands all the time. And once again, I am using my stiff bristle brush and some Young Nail Swipe. This is what it looks like when we are ready to go. And at this point, I have already used the Commit. What did I use? I believe it's called Commit. I'll have to look that up and make sure I link it correctly. Commit Luminary, and it's their primer. Typically I use Young Nails Protein Bond, but I'm using this just because I'm using the Luminary clear base, and I wanted to see how it would last on myself as I'm testing it for clients as well. So I did a layer of Commit, and then I cured it for 60 seconds, and then I went and did a slip layer, and then I took a bigger dollop of the Billow Gel and then floated it on, and I'm taking a smaller brush and getting closer to the cuticles and making sure everything is nice and even. I did take my luminary from the bottle and put it into one of their small containers. I have noticed over time that I do prefer to apply with a free brush versus a bottle brush. I find that I can control the amount that I'm picking up and applying and get into the corners better. So I started doing this application on myself and my clients with a brush. And sometimes I just pour out into a little container depending on which color I'm using. If it's something that I frequently use, then I will pour it into a container and use the free brush for that. It's just easier for me. It's personal preference. You do have to have a separate brush, and I highly recommend a separate smaller art brush so that you can get a lot closer to the sides and manipulate it a little bit better. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm making sure that my apex is good to go, which is why I'm holding my hand upside down like that. On this pinky nail, I had a couple of little fluffies that I got when I touched my sweater by accident. So all I did was wipe that off, apply some more Commit primer, and then I put it to cure so that it would be the same as the other nails. I put it to cure under the lamp. And did I? Oh, I guess I didn't do my pinky. The other ones I did put under the lamp to dry. So either way, by the time I'm doing the voiceover on this, I did not find a difference in retention on the ones that were cured under the lamp versus air dry. You can do both with this Commit Luminary Primer. So same thing, I applied my slip layer, and then I'm going in with a little bit of that base or luminary base, which is a billow gel, and making sure I get to where I want it to be, and then I take my smaller brush and bring it closer to the sides and to the top. And once that is done, I am putting it to cure for 60 seconds. And this is what it looks like when both hands are done. I have not filed in that first little image there, but now I've already filed a little bit and shaped my nails again after the luminary was applied. I don't always do that. It just depends on whether it's a smooth application or not. Here I am using some, what is it called? Like a jelly gel, syrup gel, I think it's just one of those Japanese brands. I got this from Sweetie Nail Supply. It's a beautiful neutral color. Here you see me applying it. I'm just doing 2 layers of this, and this is what I rolled into the new year with, guys. It is a beautiful color. It's a beautiful base to do like a French manicure. Honestly, at this point, I just didn't have any more energy. We've been so stinking busy with everything. I knew I needed to fill my nails and do a neutral color so I could keep it moving. So I'll let you guys keep watching this application. And I've already cured that for 60 seconds. And now I am doing my Kupa top coat. It is a gel top coat. It's the shiny one. I also use the matte top coat as well. This top coat is great. Stays shiny. Lasts my clients anywhere up to 5 weeks. Is probably the longest any of my clients have taken to come back for a fill or new application or whatnot. But this top coat stays nice and shiny. Highly recommend. It is available on Amazon. So at this point, this mani is done. I did my fill, I did my shape. We cleaned up our cuticles and we applied some beautiful gel polish to keep it neutral rolling into the new year. And just like that, oh, take a look at this. Oh my goodness. Absolutely love this color. Like I said, 2 layers on myself. I could even go 3 layers and still look beautiful. 1 layer, 2, 3, whatever you want to do. It is an excellent color. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate you. See you next time. Bye.